It's the Frater versus Retro here on Metro Tracker Guy. Hey man, hi, 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 call for help. Help me, help me. Oh, don't hold on my arms like that. Oh, they don't bend that way. All right, I'm the Inquisitor, or also known as the world's oldest gamer. All right, you are being punished for again not abiding by the code. And okay. Oh, I'm gonna love this, and we got a nice, good punishment for you. Oh no! Oh yeah. Okay, guys, hold him down here. Okay. Just all jokes about, it's just until May. Then the punishments will go until May. Oh no! No, no, no! Oh yes, yes, yes. Please read what's on this VAT. See here, natural organic. Oh no, natural organic honey. Oh no, that's right. Grows like molasses. Grows like that molasses under a hot tin roof and hot sun. A harvest of molasses, and it's going to be pouring on your filthy hide. Oh, oh no, not filthy. I smell pretty fine. Oh no, oh no, they're starting to raise it up. Oh no, no, this is humiliating. Stop, stop, stop. All right, all right. There they go! Oh no! No! People, honey! Oh, this is so humiliating. I'm usually the strong man of the show, and I'm being made into the joke. Oh no, I was once a man of pride, now I'm a man of a joke. Oh no! Oh, they're letting me go now. They're all laughing, walking away. Oh, this is so humiliating. Oh, everything on the ground is sticking to me. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, Frater and his stupid schedule. He's bad as DSP. Yeah, like, oh, but we got those episodes done. We gotta get those out on the show. And I'm like, just screw it. We're a new show now. We do like a whole variety of retro games now. Look, Gothic 4 is not a retro game. It's a crap game no one cares about. Like, Frater! Frater! Oh, dear. Oh, and then back at the studio. Well, no, that's not how it goes. I say that's how it goes. You're really wrong on that answer. What you mean, buddy? Listen, it's a +2 bonus. I rolled a d20. Listen, well, I disagree. I was counting it pie cuts. What? E- what, Frady? What's he talking about? I don't know. Like he's claiming that apparently he thinks his dice is actually in picas or something. That's weird. That's something different. I can't he needs to figure heading towards the cabin. Well, that's been happening a lot lately. Well, who are you okay? We can go watch the content. Oh well, that was some content, Okay. Uh, he looks really weird. He's coming up to the studio, and he is just covered in everything. He like he's been sticky or something. Yeah, he's a bit of a sticky person. Let's see. Okay, open the door. Ah! Oh, I need a bath. Oh, I don't even know if a bath will work on this. Well, it's Mr. Beck, and he's got honey all over him. Oh, It's all honey. It's all honey everywhere. It doesn't feel very sweet. As you can see, I took my punishment because Frater here has decided that we're the Gothic 4 channel. And hey, that was just what's left, what we got. Yes, from the year before, from our recording sessions. We got to get through it. You're just as bad as DSP with that schedule. No, you have to understand, it's just a waste. I mean, why did I play that? I mean, that game sucks. Why Raider? How are you going to be a non-binary or what? You mean unbiased or something like that? Yeah. We talk about binary, yeah, something out of Tron or it's something out of Tron. We're gonna probably get in a lot of trouble from Doc Matty if we go a little too far. Yeah, it's not like we're on Fox News or something. We're on a channel that is, it kind of depends on the day and the time and where the algorithm blows. Sometimes you could be in part of YouTube where it's just like you're just I don't know, like no one even knows you exist. You're out in the prairies somewhere out in like the 1700s or something. Then all of a sudden it's like you're in the middle of New York City and everyone's looking at you and everyone is like reporting anything you mention. So you got to kind of watch yourself. Yeah, I don't really like it when nobody knows what we're doing. Wow, that's the Saturn Trot way. Is you don't really. I don't really. I don't put people at home are all like, I want to make money. I want to. Yeah, you get a job. That's what you do. But you have a hobby, and that's what we do. It's like we watch TV and movies and all that all our life, and now we get to kind of mimic the things that we've seen. So let's get on with that game, and I'll take my punishment again next show. Over the Green Valley, oh yeah. What are you doing? Billy, I'm singing. Isn't it a beautiful valley? Eh, I can't see anything because all I see is these jagged edges everywhere. It looks pretty bad, Mr. Peck. Yeah, I don't know, Billy, what he's getting at. I think it's that honey. I think it's getting to his brain a bit. I know it's so. Wait a minute, what are you doing in here? You got honey. Oh my God, it's sticky. Everything's sticky now. Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait. What are you guys doing? No. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take him out back at those. Oh no! Oh. Frater, that was I don't know. I mean, Mr. Peck's shenanigans this year seem to be greater than ours. Yeah, it's kind of like we just taking a break this year, on shenanigans, except for Mr. Peck. Hey, he's the one who wanted to join weird secret societies and not think there's a cost to that. Yeah, so yeah, there's always a cost to everything. Yeah. So right now, Guppy is dragging him outside right now, and he's gonna start hosing him off. So yeah, we have that old fire hose from some of the shenanigans we did on the other channel. That's right. Yeah, we started our own fire department. Remember that? And so we probably have some leftover stuff from that. Yeah, you need to understand a fire hose is not anything to laugh about. I mean, it knocks someone right over. I mean, it's quite a tool. That should rip the honey right off of him, and well, rip a lot of other things off too, like his clothes and hair and things like that. Yeah. This could be something quite good. Yeah. So are we gonna say much about this game, or it's so linear? I'm sorry. Looking back on it, I kind of was like when I was playing it, a little belchy. I made like a white pizza or something, just using like flatbread and things like that. Just experiment with cheese and meats and stuff. Yeah, very good actually. Yeah, yeah. This game's very light here. I was this like? Why did they make this? Your answer is as good as mine. I forgot what year this game came out. I think after Skyrim, a lot of companies were like trying to do something on the cheap, but they didn't want to get sued by Bethesda. So they didn't want to do it first person. Like Two Worlds actually tried to have a first person mode, but then they kind of got a little scared. I think they got scared to make something that was too much like an Elder Scroll game. So they made it you could go in first person, but you can't like fight anything. That's really weird. That's very strange, Billy. Yeah, it's very strange. Um, yeah. So this game, like I said, it's you know, I mean, probably the best way to say it is, yeah. If you think about Fable 2 or 3, it's kind of like in that. It's like that. Um, I played not Fable, Gothic 2, 1 and 2, I think. Well, at least 2. I played 2. And it's a third person game. It's not bad. It's not my cup of tea because I like those Bethesda games, I like Oblivion and Skyrim and stuff. So, and well, sometimes Morrowind, even though I don't think Morrowind's a very nice place. I think it's all like rocky and mountainous, not mountainous, but so much it's just browns everywhere, brown colors everywhere. And it's I don't know. I like Oblivion better. Oblivion's a prettier place and more European and stuff. Where with the other game they're trying to be more alien and more like elvish, whatever you would call elvish. That yeah, like the giant mushrooms and stuff. Yeah, giant mushrooms, very Alice in Wonderlandish and stuff. And yeah, it's not my thing and stuff. We're not really paying attention to the game. It's there's some regrets, but yeah, what happened the year before was Billy is that I had made the decision to base my list of games for that year and this year off of my Steam list, trying to go alphabetical order, which was different. It was different. I didn't go all the way with it. Honestly, I always Rex annoyed by it because he's sort of like, well, we got this now Kinhank machine, and he's right. That thing has crazy amounts of content. The only thing that annoys me, and I'm a little annoyed by him, is now he's saying, well, oh, but you can only play this many games, or you could play like from like Atari to PlayStation 1 because the secret society of retro games doesn't like that you're gonna. And I'm like, here we go again. We're just sort of like putting a huge clamp on ourselves, even though really there isn't a reason to. Like, yeah, can we try to follow storylines, and maybe it's interesting over at the Saturn Graph Productions. I know we're not even supposed to really talk about it anymore. There's no contract that says we can't. I know Doc Manny. I don't know. Doc Manny, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of times he doesn't like actually tell you things. He doesn't like sit down and say this is the deal about this and that. It's kind of like when you don't hear him, that's a good thing, and that's not. That's like old Jobs. Old Jobs was just like you couldn't. if you didn't hear your boss, that you were happy. You know, yeah, you good point. You know, I'll let you know. I'm starting to hear the fire hose going. I'm just hearing a lot of screaming
I don't have any
outside.
yet.
Oh, so food! Yeah, I'm getting oh, well, I know that's my fault out there, and it's true, you know? I got a list of footage, and we got to get that done, you know, and get that all commentated on, and, well, I say all commentated. Eh, we kind of going back to the old ways, you know, where we just barely commentate on video game footage. Well, I mean, if you could hear the content, I mean, believe it or not, there are YouTube channels that existed forever, making short play and long play, doing long play videos, speed runs, you know, and they're no talking, no commentary, and I don't see them having problems with viewership. Okay, but I know we're supposed to kind of talk during the game because it's more entertaining with our silly voices. You were saying about the other channel or something? We kind of segued off on some things. Yeah, well, they don't do a host segment. You know, I don't know what happened. You know, they just have they just play their games, and that's something we have we ever tried that? Yes, back on VidMe actually. We're really going back years. Right, probably by the time this video comes out, you're getting closer to a decade. Yeah, what happened was I just started to experiment with just having commentary and just commentary in the video game, you know, and it used to be the video game. Well, in the case of this show, it's still based on the old system, which is, you know, you have the commentary. No, you have the introduction, which is usually a little bit of a comedy or you know, science fiction or whatever, and then all of a sudden, you know, yeah, then we have the game, and it's like they're probably getting burned out. I mean, you know, I'm not breaking fourth wall too much on this one, but yeah, there's we do multiple projects, and so, you know, it man, it would be nice if it was just one video a week. Because if it was, then we could take our time on some things, and maybe even have special occasion type stuff. Sometimes we have a special occasion thing, but it's like, you know, yeah. So, yeah, that's a good point. You know, yeah, they just stopped doing, you know, the intro. That's like unheard of. Well, you know, I like to say it. You know, never say never with any of the Sattergrad stuff. You know, now we're on Metrotrecica. Man, the Metrotrecica stuff I haven't quite figured out myself. Because when I first came here, you know, I'm like, oh, look at all these people, and they have all their own videos, and then all of a sudden we kind of just before we showed up, there was no content on the site for a long time. All of a sudden, like a couple months, Billy, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's just us, and it's like, I'm like, where are the others? Like, you think you were baited in or something? Like, I think that's a possibility. You know, that this is just a thing to get us on here. You know, it's the big show. You know, and they could use those little guys when they want to use them, which I have no idea when they want to use them. So yeah, you know, I don't understand it all. You know, this is the year 2026, and I don't know. I don't know what they have planned. You know, that
because again, we don't have company meetings here. We don't have anything. We just bring out the show once a week, and that's it. We try to do our thing, and we've got some weird villains appear once in a while, and that's about it. And yeah, Mr. Packet. Yeah, he looks a little cleaner. I can imagine, he also a lot less clothes. Well, yeah, those are really powerful fire hoses. It's like fire departments use. It's like a good blast. Yeah, I'm sure that poor old guy. He's like help, hey. Yeah, he's like holding onto a tree now. Like it's pretty bad. Well, yeah, I can imagine it's pretty bad. So yeah, can we review the footage and stuff just so we can like talk about the game? Like, I don't really care. I don't really care. I mean, people need to understand if we're nearly done 15 minutes of commentary at this point on a game we don't like and don't care about, and we don't have any interest to even like look at the footage of it, then you should be really lucky that we've gone this far. I yeah, and it's the perfect over there. It's the Sattergrad channel. They only play shows now only about 20 minutes, and well, that makes sense. That's nice and even, and then it's not like you have an additional 10 minutes to have to worry about. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why we do this here, that like the way we do, that. But that's the problem. We kind of don't have the freedom like we once did, but that's our fault. We got kind of tricked. And, yeah, so outside, Mr. Peck is, I think, finally Kuguppy's satisfied. He's got all the honey out, and man, Mr. Peck is like
Where
passed
are the
out.
mushrooms?
Well, I mean, yeah, he could sleep sleep outside for a while. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Found them.
Good servant.
That would
Quick
kind of help
servant.
things and stuff.
About the amber.
Hopefully tomorrow,
shepherd.
they're not putting more
How
honey
we
on
might
him and
make
stuff.
something nice with it
Should
for
we
the
like
young
do
lady.
something to help him or something? I don't think
All
storyline
good?
wise it's time to do that yet. This is still like early days, like because you need to understand when you have content, Billy, you have to make sure not to exhaust it. So you have to kind of pick at it a little bit, and then you got to kind of use it very nice and liberally, and not try to exhaust it. So you don't have like, oh, we got to go save Mr. Peck. No,
Have you
see,
got
right
the
now
amber?
they're just like putting honey on him and stuff.
the
That's
amber.
just silly.
Excellent.
And that's
I've
kind of
already
more
prepared
comedy
everything.
relief
I'll
than
just
something
put
like
the amber
diabolical.
into its
So
setting.
we
So
don't
that's
really
it.
need to do anything for
Satisfied?
him right
Good
now.
work, Holwyn. Looks
Um,
quite precious.
I know he
Nervous?
wants us to do
Yeah,
something,
little.
because but he needs to
Don't
understand it's
sweat
just
it.
too soon.
She's pregnant.
Uh,
She won't say
I don't
no.
even really know
What?
who's in control of
She
this
hasn't told
antique
you
game
yet, then.
emporium.
Pregnant?
I'm
How?
very
Didn't
fascinated to
you, know
eventually,
what I
if he
mean?
can hold on, if
Yes, but
once
Well,
we get to
then you
May and
shouldn't
we
be
finish off
surprised.
the last
Here,
game
take
footage,
the
we'll
bangle and go see her. You'll be all right.
start having some pretty good fun. Actually doing some new retro game reviews and stuff like that. We will have some good times and stuff. Yeah, it's a good point, EO. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. I'll kind of take a look at the footage, see if there's anything worth saying. But it's pretty janky game, and it isn't really anything worth talking about. Really, I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Everything all right?
Are you pregnant?
Who told you?
Holwyn,
The idiot!
so you really are?
I've always wanted a baby. Haven't you?
Yes, but it's also sudden.
Fair enough. Was there anything else you wanted from me?
Your father gave me his blessing, and I have an engagement bangle here for you. Will you marry me?
Yes, I will.
You will?
I will. One condition, though.
What condition?
Promise me that we'll travel to Argonne right after the wedding.
But you're pregnant.
That's the point. Before I become as round as a ball, I'd like to experience a real adventure and leave this barren island.
Then I should talk to Diego.
Hurry. He was going to leave Frater for good.
Diego, I mean, Billy, now watch it there. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You mean like Dora the Explorer? It's like Diego, you know? Him and the map. Where's the map? Where's the map? Get the map. Come on, kids. Where's the map? Come on, kids. Where's the map? Oh man, I'm so glad that Dora the Explorer. So glad that wasn't the cartoons of my day. You know that we had Looney Tunes and we had early Nickelodeon and stuff, and we didn't have Dora. And like, which is the map? Point to the map. Oh, yeah. I think that's enough commentary. The game kind of talks for itself. The only times I get concerned is if game footage has no commentary, and sometimes it has to, because, like in the case of Skyrim, the commentary. The problem is that the soundtrack is like copyrighted and stuff. So, yeah.
About Stalingrad Production. Welcome to Stalingrad Productions. We specialize in spiritual books, comic books and old public domain books that have long been forgotten. We also have done artwork for war history books and fiction-based works. We recommend our PECK Holy Bible Volume 1 that is quite popular and attempts to bring the Book of Enoch back into the Bible's list of books. The PECK Holy Bible Volume 1 also has a few selections from Josephus, a Jewish historian, and also the book has Jubilee and the Apocrypha, which is also available in Catholic Bibles. Frater, SH, is an esoteric researcher who is out to reveal ancient knowledge, both known and forbidden. Frater, SH, has appeared on Joshua P. Warren's Speaking of Strange, Kevin Smith's show, UFO Show, and Ghost Chronicles International with Ron Clark and Richard Felix, the historian from Most Haunted on the Travel Channel.